Learn English with Native Flow podcast. Subscribe to the channel, like, and comment.
Hello, and welcome back to Native Flow English Podcast.
Hi, everyone. We're so glad you're here.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Ryan.
Today's episode is all about something so many English learners feel: how to speak English when you don't know what to say.
In other words, that moment when someone talks to you and your brain says, "Wow, what a beautiful time to disappear."
Exactly. You want to answer, you want to keep the conversation going, but suddenly your mind feels empty.
Like a fridge with only one sad tomato inside.
Yes, very dramatic, but very real.
If that happens to you, don't worry. You are not alone.
In this episode, we'll show you simple ways to keep speaking, even when you feel stuck.
We'll share easy phrases, real conversation tricks, and practical examples you can use in daily life.
So if you've ever thought, I understand some English, but I don't know what to say next, this lesson is for you.
Let's make speaking feel easier, calmer, and maybe even a little fun.
Let's get started.
Emma, quick question. Have you ever smiled in a conversation just to buy time?
Oh, definitely.
Same. I've done the slow nod too.
The slow nod is very powerful.
It says, yes, I am listening, but also please give me 3 more seconds.
Exactly. Sometimes you need a little moment to catch your thoughts.
I think everyone does this, even in their first language.
That's so true. Speaking is not always perfect or fast. Real conversation is full of pauses, little reactions, and simple answers.
Which is good news for all of us.
Yes, because today is not about sounding perfect. It's about knowing what to say when your mind goes quiet.
Quiet or on vacation.
Sometimes both.
If this episode helps you, feel free to like, subscribe, or share it with a friend who also says, very professionally.
Is a global language.
Honestly, it really is.
All right, let's talk about why this topic matters so much.
So what does how to speak English when you don't know what to say really mean?
It means you're in a conversation, but your next sentence is missing.
Exactly. Maybe someone asks you a question, maybe there's a pause, maybe you want to join the conversation, but you don't know how.
And then your brain becomes a blank page.
Yes, but here's the important thing. When you don't know what to say, you do not need a big, smart, perfect sentence.
Good, because I rarely have one of those ready.
You usually just need a small bridge, a simple phrase that helps you continue.
A bridge. I like that.
Think of conversation like crossing a little river. You don't need one giant jump. You just need a few small stones.
Oh, that's nice.
One small stone can be a reaction, like, really? Another can be a simple question, like, how was it? Another can be honest language, like, I'm not sure how to say this, but...
So the goal is not to sound amazing every second.
Exactly. The goal is to keep the conversation moving.
That feels much easier already.
Good, because many learners think, if I don't know the perfect words, I should say nothing.
But silence is not the only choice.
Right. You can use simple English. You can use support phrases. You can ask questions. You can buy time. And you can stay in the conversation.
That is the key. Stay in the conversation.
Exactly. Let me tell you a quick story. One time, I met someone at a small event. They asked me, so what kind of music do you like? Very simple question, right?
Dangerous question.
Very dangerous, apparently, because for a second, I forgot every music word I knew.
Amazing.
I wanted to answer well, but my mind went blank. So I said, oh, good question. Let me think for a second.
Nice.
Then I said, I like calm music and sometimes pop. It depends on my mood.
That's a great answer. Simple, clear, and alive.
Exactly. It wasn't perfect, but it kept the conversation going.
I had a similar moment in a coffee shop. A guy started chatting with me while we were waiting. He said, busy day?
Ah, classic small talk.
Yes, and for some reason, I almost answered like it was a school exam. I was thinking too much.
That happens a lot.
Then I just said, yeah, a little busy, but not too bad. How about you?
Perfect.
He answered, we kept talking, and nobody expected a famous speech from me.
That's such a good example. In real life, short answers are often enough.
Yes, and when you feel stuck, honest phrases really help.
Exactly. Phrases like, let me think. That's a good question. Or, I'm not sure, but can give you time and confidence.
They are small phrases, but they do a big job.
And now, let's build that skill together. Let's get into the main lesson. We'll give you 5 practical ways to speak English when you don't know what to say.
5 tools for the help my brain is empty moment.
Exactly. A time-buying phrase gives you a few seconds to think. You can say, let me think, or that's a good question, or how can I say this?
These phrases are very natural. Native speakers use them too.
Yes. For example, if someone asks, what do you usually do on weekends? You can say, let me think. I usually rest, meet friends, and do a little shopping.
Much better than panic blinking.
Much better. Tip 2. Start with a simple reaction.
This one is really useful.
Yes, if you don't know what big idea to say, start small. Use a reaction first. You can say, really? Nice. Oh, wow. That's interesting. No way. I see.
Reactions are like little doors. They open the conversation.
Exactly. For example, if someone says, I'm going to move to a new apartment, you can say, oh, wow, that's exciting. Is it far from here?
See? First reaction, then question. Very smooth.
Very smooth. Tip 3. Ask the other person a simple question.
This is one of my favorites because then the other person talks more.
Yes, and that helps you too. Conversation is not a speech. You don't need to do all the talking. A simple question keeps the connection going.
So if you feel stuck, you can pass the ball.
Exactly. You can ask, how about you? What about you? How was it? When did that happen? Do you like it?
For example, if someone says, I started a new job last week, you can say, that's great. How's it going so far?
Perfect. Easy, friendly, and natural.
Also, people usually enjoy talking about their life.
Very true. Tip 4. Use simple truth, not perfect English.
Ooh, good one.
Many learners stop speaking because they want a perfect sentence. But in real conversation, simple truth is better than perfect silence.
That's so true.
If you don't know the exact word, say what you can. For example, maybe you forget the word headache. You can say, my head hurts.
Communication saved.
Exactly. Or if you don't know how to explain your opinion, you can say, I'm not sure, but I think it's a good idea.
That sentence is very useful. It sounds calm and real.
Yes. Here's another example. Someone asks, why do you like that movie? You don't need a big review. You can say, I liked it because it was funny and easy to watch.
Short, clear, job done.
Exactly. Tip 5. Use a speaking pattern you can repeat.
Like a sentence frame?
Yes, a speaking pattern is like a safe road. You already know the shape of the sentence, so it's easier to speak.
I love that.
Here are a few simple patterns. I think because. In my case, it depends, but usually. One thing is, I'm not sure, but maybe.
These are great because you don't start from zero.
Exactly. For example, if someone asks, do you enjoy studying in the morning? You can say, it depends, but usually yes, because my mind feels fresh.
My mind does not feel fresh in the morning.
Yours needs about 3 business hours.
Correct.
Another example, in my case, I like studying at night because it's quiet.
These patterns give learners structure. That's really helpful.
Yes, and let's add one more tip.
Bonus tip. I'm ready.
Tip 6. Repeat and build.
What does that mean?
It means you can repeat part of the conversation and then add one small thing. This is very useful when you need time.
Ah, yes.
For example, if someone says, I went hiking on Sunday, you can say, you went hiking? Nice. Where did you go? That sounds so natural. Or if someone says, I'm trying to cook more at home, you can answer, cook more at home? That's a good goal. What do you usually make?
Repeat and build. Very smart.
Yes, you don't always need a completely new sentence. You can use the other person's words to help you.
That takes away a lot of pressure.
Exactly. So remember, buy time, react, ask questions, use simple truth, use speaking patterns, and repeat and build.
That is a very strong survival kit for conversation.
And not just survival, real communication.
I like that.
All right, it's time for our phrase tour.
A little walk through useful English.
Let's look at 6 phrases from today's episode. Phrase 1. Let me think.
This means you need a short moment to think before you answer.
Example 1. Let me think. I usually eat breakfast at home. Example 2. Let me think. I think my favorite season is spring. Phrase 2. That's a good question.
This is a friendly phrase you can use when you need time or when the question is interesting.
Example 1. That's a good question. I don't go out much on weekdays. Example 2. That's a good question. Maybe I want to travel more this year. Phrase 3. How about you?
Very useful. You ask the other person the same question.
Example 1. I like tea in the morning. How about you? Example 2. I'm a little tired today. How about you? Phrase 4. It depends. This means the answer changes in different situations. Example 1. Do you like working from home? It depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Example 2. What do you do on weekends? It depends. Sometimes I stay home. Phrase 5. I'm not sure, but... This is great when you don't have a strong answer yet. Example 1. I'm not sure, but I think it starts at 6. Example 2. I'm not sure, but maybe we can go tomorrow. Phrase 6. That sounds... a nice reaction phrase. Example 1. I started dance classes. That sounds fun. Example 2. I have a meeting after work. That sounds busy.
These phrases are simple, but they make conversation much easier.
Exactly. Small phrases, big help. Now let's practice. We'll build a few model answers you can use.
Ready to use English. Very nice.
Model answer 1. Someone asks, what do you do after work?
You can say, let me think. Usually, I go home, eat dinner, and watch something for a while. How about you?
Perfect. It's simple, natural, and friendly. Model answer 2. Someone says, I'm going to visit my cousin this weekend.
You can answer, oh, nice. That sounds fun. Is your cousin living nearby?
Great. First reaction, then question. Model answer 3. Someone asks, do you like cooking?
You can say, it depends. I like cooking when I have time, but on busy days, I just want something easy.
Excellent. Clear and honest.
Also very real.
Now let's do a tiny mini dialogue.
Let's go.
How was your weekend?
Pretty good. I stayed home most of the time.
Oh, really? What did you do?
Not much, really. I watched a movie and cleaned my room. How about you?
Perfect. Nothing fancy, just real conversation.
And that is enough.
Exactly. So let's recap the most useful points from today.
Number 1, when you don't know what to say, use a time-buying phrase.
Number 2, start with a simple reaction.
Number 3, ask an easy question.
Number 4, use simple truth, not perfect English.
Number 5, use sentence patterns you can repeat.
And number 6, repeat and build from the other person's words.
If you remember just a few of these, your conversations can feel much easier.
Yes, you do not need to be fast. You do not need to be perfect. You just need tools.
And a little courage.
Exactly. That's all for today's episode.
We hope this helped you feel more relaxed about speaking English.
If you want to practice, write one simple sentence in the comments using one of today's phrases.
For example, you can write, "Let me think. I usually study English at night."
Or, "It depends, but I like speaking English with friends." Keep it simple. Simple is good. And remember, when you don't know what to say, that doesn't mean the conversation is over.
It just means you need one small bridge to the next sentence.
Exactly. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and be kind to yourself.
Your English does not need to be perfect to be real.
Thanks so much for listening.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Keep going. You're doing great.